Order 66 has been executed on the Clone Wars. This is Star Wars Reactions.
There's been an awakening. Have you felt it?
In 1977, George Lucas formed a legacy.
The Force is with me, and I am with the Force.
Inspired by mythology, his saga has become a passion for many.
Feel the Force around you.
His legend has become our story.
It's true. All of it.
One of resistance,
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down.
rebellion,
Rebellion is built on hope.
and redemption.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is Star Wars Reactions.
Remember, the Force will be with you. Always.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Star Wars Reactions. We have a full-packed show. I normally say that all the time, but this is like 6 pages of show notes worth of stuff that we got to cover tonight because Clone Wars is over, baby. I tell you, we got a lot to talk about, so we're not going to hold back on anything. Let's get it started. My name is Aaron Harris. I am one of your hosts here, and joining me is my co-host. He is the Ahsoka to my Anakin. He is the David Motters. David, my friend, how's it going?
Ooh, like you said, yeah, wow. Just like after I watched these last 2 episodes, speechless. No, I'm ready, always ready to react. There's so much that we've got to pack into this show, so we just hope people are patient. It's going to be longer than normal, but we just thought it'd be best to do these 2 episodes together because, like Aaron said, the Clone Wars is officially ended yesterday on May the 4th. We're recording on Revenge of the 5th.
Or Cinco de Mayo, wherever you're from. Matter of fact, to celebrate Revenge of the 5th and Cinco de Mayo, I had tacos.
Well, and it's Taco Tuesday.
Exactly. That's why I had tacos. Taco Tuesday. It was Cinco de Mayo, Taco Tuesday, and had my tacos, had chips and salsa, told the Corona to stay away.
Good deal. Good deal. That's what we need. And we do need a partnership to get through this whole thing. This is quite a production here.
It sure is. It sure is. So let's go ahead and start with it today. We'll go start with the news because there's a lot of news to discuss. Of course, yesterday was, we're recording this, like David said, May 5th, 2020. Yesterday for us was May 4th, not December 4th, May 4th. I'm time traveling already. 2020, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day, one of the most fun days of the year. And that day was not disappointing. There were plenty of announcements going on. So we gathered several of them up here for you, and let's go through it. Probably the biggest news announced on May the 4th was announced on StarWars.com of 2 new Star Wars projects. That's right, folks. We got the Cassian Andor series coming. We have the Obi-Wan Kenobi series coming. All confirmed. Another season of Mandalorian's coming. But we got 2 new projects that were announced. We have very little details on these, so we don't know what they're going to be about or anything yet. We don't have a time frame of when these shows will be released or when these projects will be released. The first project is actually going to be what they're calling a new theatrical release. So a movie, essentially, is what we're talking about here, which is going to be it's going to be directed and co-written by Taika Waititi. You may recognize that name as the gentleman who directed Thor Ragnarok. He did some episodes of The Mandalorian Season 1. Tremendous person, director and writer there. So it's going to be awesome about that. The second project is going to be a new Disney Plus show, which is going to be headed up by Leslie Headland. She's going to be the showrunner, executive producer, and a writer for this show. Again, no details, no dates. It's all up in the air. But this was two huge announcements. We are getting more Star Wars. It is official. So, David, when you saw this announcement, what did you think?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time keeping up right now in a relatively, well, I guess right now is not a downtime with the Clone Wars, with the new Mandalorian behind the scenes things starting. But no, with the High Republic coming out in the fall, and then all of this, it's going to be a lot of content. Like you said, between Cassian Andor, the Obi-Wan series, whatever the one that Leslie Headland's doing. But I am particularly interested in the Taika Waititi. I watched the first episode of the Mandalorian behind the scenes documentary. It was outstanding, looking at the directors, and he's a powerhouse. And we've had a lot of names come and go, but I think with his work, I mean, in particular, what he did, he did the final episode of Mandalorian there. It was just outstanding, and his humor's great, and I love Thor Ragnarok. So seeing his name to do a movie, I'm in, man.
Oh yeah, that's both of these projects I'm looking forward to. I think that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. Especially we've closed out the Skywalker saga. We've seen the success they've had with new stories outside of the Skywalker saga with Solo and of course with Rogue One, which was huge. So I'm really excited to see what he does, because he did Ragnarok was just incredible. It was a blockbuster hit. So this is looking to be really fun, and I'm excited. I can't wait to find out more about these projects as they come out. So, all right. And of course, as David mentioned too, Disney Gallery, The Mandalorian, did premiere yesterday, May 4th, on Disney Plus. So I know, David, you said you've watched the first episode.
I did. Have you?
I have not had a chance to actually watch it yet. Been a little on the busy side, so I haven't had a chance to watch it. If you actually looked at, and I know David is looking at them, but if the people at home could look at these show notes, you know why I was busy. No, so it was good. What was it like?
Yeah, well, what they're doing is, kind of like you and I announced over the last several weeks, what they did in this episode, about 32 minutes, is they talked to all the directors and gave some background and history on them. And Jon Favreau hosts the roundtable. And I've, on StarWars.com, and you and I've seen the videos too. Like, you'll see him sit down with the actors. So I don't know if that one will be next or not. And I guess they're going to hit a different aspect of the making of this incredible documentary each week. So this one was on the directors, Dave Filoni, Deborah Chow, Taika Waititi, Rick. I can't Furukawa. I really struggle with his last name, but with him, who else? Oh, and Ron Howard's daughter, Bryce Dallas.
Bryce Dallas.
Oh my gosh, it was so neat just to see them interviewed, and what a neat group that they brought together. And I really like how Jon Favreau interviews them. So really, really well done. Nice short half hour. I'm guessing the rest will be probably about that, maybe even less, maybe. But it'd be neat to see special effects and all that kind of stuff too. So first episode, yeah, really cool.
Excellent. Perfect. Glad to hear that was good. I can't wait to actually get to sit down and watch that, because it looked incredible. So I will have to look at it. I'm looking forward to seeing all the behind the scenes stuff that they talk about. So it'll be definitely is going to be fun to check out. Let's take a look here. Of course, there were some additional talking of the Mandalorian. Of course, this is not in the show notes. I just thought about it when you mentioned it. There were some additional things that kind of popped up over time with yesterday, and I believe May 4th, is when these came out. But Robert Rodriguez, who's of course a director and out in Hollywood, and Peyton Reed, who's also a director. Peyton Reed did Ant-Man and Wasp. Of course, Robert Rodriguez is huge. Both huge directors. Both posted on their Instagram pages different pictures. Robert Rodriguez one, I think, is the one I enjoyed the most. It said, "I'm truly humbled to say that I have now had the very rare privilege of directing the biggest star in the universe. At Star Wars, hashtag Mandalorian, hashtag May the 4th, hashtag Star Wars Day." And there's a picture of him crouched down next to the seat in the cockpit of the Razor Crest, and sitting in that seat next to him is the child. Biggest star in the universe, also the littlest. That was super cool. The first one I saw, that was the last picture I saw yesterday afternoon. The first picture I saw was by Peyton Reed. Peyton Reed, of course, like I mentioned, Ant-Man and Wasp. I mean, he's done several Marvel movies. Huge director, very successful. He just simply posted a picture with the caption, hashtag May the 4th be with you. And it's a picture of a director's chair that has his name on it, Peyton Reed, and sitting in the chair is that Beskar Mandalorian helmet. All black and white. Absolutely stunning, man. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Well, they've got it done. They filmed season 2. It's all post-production now, my friend.
Yeah, it's all post-production. So, I mean, and there's already rumors that they're already planning on season 3. So, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys bring to The Mandalorian when season 2 comes out. And as far as we know, it's still October. So, yeah, fingers crossed it doesn't get pushed back by everything that's been going on. So that was awesome. Other news that came out is that was announced on May the 4th, is that Vader Immortal, the popular and successful VR game, is going to be released on the PlayStation VR. So I know that will make a lot of people happy. Up till now, it had only been on the Oculus Rift, but now it will be it's an award-winning game. So this award-winning game will be coming to the PlayStation VR, and it's looking at it for release. It looks like it'll be released this summer too. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Trying to look here. I don't think there was an exact date. It just said this summer. So, and of course, this one is set telling the story of Vader between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. So, a lot of fun. It's making me wish I had a PlayStation VR now to be able to play it.
Well, like I texted you maybe yesterday, my son has a PlayStation 4, so I am very tempted to get that because. I'd love to see these 3 episodes that, you know what I'm saying? I guess, do we know if this continues what you and I saw when we were in not downtown Disney, renamed Disney Springs, when we went to the Void and we did
Secrets of the Empire?
Secrets of the Empire. Is this a continuation of that? I was trying to remember if I asked Dan Z about that or not.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
For some reason, I thought that started the story because it is set, I think, between, on Mustafar between 3 and 4. So I got to do my homework on it. I don't have an Oculus Rift or Quest or Oculus, whatever. But yeah, I very much would. This would be my first jump into VR.
Understand. Besides the VR experience that we